You don't get chosen because you're weak. You get chosen because you're easy. Not emotionally, not physically, behaviorally. Someone sees you, processes your movements, your posture, your focus, and they decide in seconds. It's an assessment so fast, so silent, you never feel it happen. And once that decision is made, you're already behind. Most people believe attackers are scanning the crowd for fear. They aren't. Fear is a result, not a catalyst. What they're actually looking for is something far more subtle: non-interference. They're risk-averse. Their goal is to get what they want with the least amount of trouble, so they look for the person who won't slow them down, the person who won't force a difficult decision, the person who won't make them change the plan. This isn't a conversation. There are no words exchanged. It's visible. And this is where we lie to ourselves. We think, I'm confident, I'm aware, I know my surroundings. It's a comforting belief. And it is completely useless. Because an attacker doesn't care how you feel inside. Your internal state is irrelevant. They only care about one thing: how fast you'll react when something breaks the pattern. When the unexpected happens, will you freeze or will you act? That's the entire calculation. So what is the tell? What's the signal that gives them the green light? Here it is: unprotected forward movement. Picture it. You're walking down the street. Your eyes are focused ahead, maybe on your destination, maybe on your phone. Your pace is steady, unchanged. Your body is neutral, relaxed, lost in thought. You're not scanning the doorways you pass. There's no hesitation in your step, no interruption to your rhythm. To you, this is just walking. It's normal. But to someone assessing risk, someone looking for an opening, that normal behavior looks like permission. It tells them you're switched off. Because that single common behavior, that straight line, head down walk, it instantly answers three critical questions for them. First, will this person notice me approaching early? If you're not scanning, the answer is no. Second, will this person react fast? If you're distracted or deep in thought, your reaction time is delayed. The answer is no. And third, will this person escalate immediately? Will they shout, fight, run? Your relaxed, non-confrontational posture suggests probably not. When the answer to all three trends toward no, the math is done. They've made their choice. You are not targeted because you're fragile. You are targeted because you're predictable. If this makes you uncomfortable, good. This channel exists to break comfort before reality does. Subscribe, because what comes next explains how attackers confirm their choice and why most people never see it coming.
The attack isn't the first step. It's the last. Before that, there's a selection. A filter. A potential threat isn't looking for a fight. They're looking for a victim. So they watch. They watch how you move through the world, how you carry yourself. Do you own your space, or do you shrink to let others pass? They measure the distance between you and them, and they watch to see if you notice as it silently closes. They time how long it takes for your eyes to lift from your phone, how long it takes for your attention to shift from your own thoughts to the reality of your surroundings. This isn't personal. It's not emotional. It is a cold, efficient calculation. A quick, silent assessment to see if you are a hard target or a soft one. And once you've been run through that filter, once you've been identified as the path of least resistance, that's when they close the distance for good. So who fails this test? Often, it's the good people. Not because they're unintelligent. It's because their instincts are fundamentally optimized for cooperation. The very behaviors that make you a good citizen make you a good target. You yield space on a crowded sidewalk? It's polite. You avoid friction and sidestep conflict. It keeps the peace. You keep moving, minding your own business, to avoid being a nuisance. This is the source code for a functioning civil society. It works beautifully when everyone is playing by the same rules. But it fails catastrophically in a threat environment. In that world, yielding space signals submission. Avoiding friction signals weakness. Keeping moving signals unawareness. The predator's filter sees these cooperative instincts not as kindness, but as opportunity. The same software that helps you navigate society signals that you won't fight back. And it's that signal they've been waiting for.
Imagine that feeling. Walking alone, a little too quiet. The instinct is to posture, to try to look aggressive. Forget that. This is not about dominance. It's not about aggression. It's about something far more effective. Interruptibility. Your entire body has to send one clear signal. I am not on autopilot. This is the correction. It's a silent declaration that you are present. How do you do it? Your head moves, constantly scanning, not fixed on a screen. Your pace varies. It's not a steady, predictable rhythm. You manage the space around you, conscious of corners and pathways, never letting yourself be boxed in. Your attention is external, processing the world around you. You don't need to look dangerous. You just need to look inconvenient. And when that signal changes, when you become inconvenient, something critical happens. They don't escalate. They disengage. That's the moment of truth. Because you've just introduced variables into their simple equation. You introduce time. You introduce risk. You introduce decision points they never wanted to make. See, attackers don't want complexity. They are hunting for flow, for a smooth, uninterrupted path. By becoming an unpredictable variable, you shatter that flow. You make them recalculate. And in that moment of hesitation, they choose an easier path. You win without ever raising a hand. Here's the hard truth. You don't fight back against being selected. That's not how it works. The fight was already lost, and you never even knew it began. Selection happens first. It's a quiet, invisible process. It's a decision someone else makes about you, long before your own senses can even register a threat. Think about that. It happens before fear. That cold spike in your gut, that's a reaction, an admission that something is already wrong. Selection happens before awareness. That moment your head snaps up, realizing the footsteps behind you have matched your pace, you've just noticed the result of a choice that was made blocks ago. And it happens before instinct. That primal scream in your mind telling you to run, to get away, that's your survival system finally catching up to a reality that has already been decided for you. So, if you wait until you feel unsafe, you're late. You're playing from behind in a game where you can't afford to lose a single point. Now, this isn't about fostering paranoia. It's not about seeing shadows in every doorway or assuming the worst of every stranger. This is about something more fundamental. It's about understanding, with calm clarity, how you are evaluated by others before anything happens. It's about knowing the subtle signals you send with every step, every glance, every moment of distraction. It's about managing the narrative that you project into the world without saying a word. If that quiet power matters to you, stay here. Because the ultimate goal isn't to be a survivor. It isn't to have a story to tell about how you bravely fought back from the brink. The goal is to make sure that story never needs to be written. The goal is to never be chosen.